Shalom, shalom. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rukakadash, the honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. And all that came out there that he pushing his truth with nothing but sincerity. In the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. We ended up the whole full elect out there, started off from the tribe of Judah all the way down to Issachar. So with that, I want to speak upon this particular word, called transcript, which means it says a written copy of a document, right? Something that has been transcribed, a written record, usually typewritten or dictated through or recorded speech. So this Bible, man, this Bible is a transcript, though, because it's our transcript, of course, though, not the heathen, though, because it is a written document, though, that happened in the past, though, you know what I mean, though. So, it was in the Greek, it was in the Hebrew, it was transcripted, right? But then they got translated, you know what I mean? Going back to King James, though. So it was a transcript, though, but, us being born here in Americas, we wouldn't understand, though. Because, well, the thing is, like I said, King James got it translated to the English, though. So we were able to read it, you know? So this whole Bible, it's a document, it's a history book, and it's the actual history book, though. You go to school and shit, though, and you have a history class. But guess what? Your history is actually in the Bible, man, because it's a transcript, though. So that's what I want to get into a little bit today, about transcript, though, because people just see the Bible and then read it, though, but they don't quite understand it, though. So, but this Bible it's a specific, though, for it's the brother Hawashai Zion made a point, though, talking about the epistles of Paul. Yeah, it had the epistles, which were letters, were sent out to the Israelites that were in Galatia, Philippians, and then the Corinthians, the Koreans, but of course in the Bible it's called Corinthians, the Galatians. It's actual, people, but are actually Israelites, so you know what I mean? He said, for example, it's like if I'm gonna send a letter to someone, though, I write down their address and shit. I write down their name, right? But let's say that letter got lost, though, and someone picks it up, though, and finds it, and he reads it, though. It's like, hey, man, that's not even your letter, though. But guess what? Since it's in his hands, he's reading it, though, And that's what, that's what's with this Bible, though. This Bible is for us Israelites, though. But, the other nations or whatever's and shit, has it in their hands, though, But it wasn't meant for them, though. You see, so they lost in translation, they lost in translation, though. Because that's not theirs, though. They don't even understand it, though, to begin with, though. So I get some precepts right now because to understand, it's a beautiful thing to understand all this, though, being in the truth, though, the Wada Yahaba Shemal Shai. And, this is, some serious times right now, what we're going through right now. So right now is the time to pray up. Instead of stocking up, though, on water and trying to stack up on money and shit like that, man, it's time to stack up on these prayers, man, and serve Yahweh Shema Shai, though, hard, go hard right now. Right now is the time to go hard, though, because of what's going on. You see what's going on, and, it motivates me to go harder, though. So that's why I'm just, dedicated to, the Yahweh Shema Shai, though, Lord will, to the end, though, So this is Romans 15:4. For Whatsoever things were written after time were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scripture might have hope. Exactly though. So it says things were written after time were written for our learning though. So everything was, that everything, literally everything, that's written on this Bible is for our learning though, from as in written as in two that we can't eat pork though. Guess what? That's written for us though, so we won't eat pork though, Of course, the sodomites and shit, we can't kill the sodomites though, but at the same time, stay away from them. You know what I mean? We hate fucking sodomites though, man. I do. I know, sure I do. But here I am, fucking Red Robin and shit, and he's a fucking sodomite serving our food though. And it's like, god damn, man. You know what I mean? You gotta play the part that you're kind of cool and shit though, whatever, Because here's this fucking sodomite though bringing you your plate of food, but you over here like, you give him a bad side eye and shit. You don't just like, pretty much saying fuck this food and shit though, but he could be in the kitchen doing who knows what to your food though. And then you discover it though, but guess what? Because he's a sodomite, they're gonna be with him and shit though, you know what I mean? Because he's so-called got rights though, like a fucking bitch. So, that's what I'm talking about. So, like I said though, can't commit adultery. It's written there though. It's for our learning though. And so far though. The Sabbath, keep it holy though. All these things are written for our learning, so we won't go off as a nation though. So we will do the actual things in the Bible though. But that's why it's written for us though, us Israelites though. You know what I mean? Not for the heathen and shit, because what does it tell you in Jeremiah the 10th though? Do not go after the heathen. Don't do the heathen customs though. So this book is still written for us Israelites though, no matter what. So we get comfortable. The scriptures and things that matter. We read it though, so we could feel that comfort though, man. Because us as a nation in Israel, we're so-called Mexicans, we're so-called Negroes, Puerto Ricos and shit though. But it's like, okay, but besides that though, what the fuck are we though? Because if you have a mind though, if you had a brain though, you will know is if you had a brain and you believe in the Bible, you gotta think, okay, how the hell did we ended up in the Northern Kingdom? How the fuck did they end up in the Americas? How the fuck did they ended up in the Americas? You just gotta think about it though. Moses, Salakia, Noah had Japheth, Shem, Ham. How the hell did Northern Kingdom? Well, you wouldn't know it's Northern Kingdom though. But how the hell these people over here were in the Americas already though? When the time of Christopher Columbus, the conquistadores and shit, they came from, you know what I mean? And they came to Americas. How the hell was there already people here in Americas though? You know what I mean? When the Bible talks about the whole lineage, what I mean, started from, so-called Middle East though, and so far though. You know why? Because they don't know, because they don't believe in the Apocrypha, which it tells you in the second Ezra, the 13th chapter, the 41st and going up. But they don't tell you that shit though, man. They don't tell you about the Apocrypha. They want to go based on, they use the excuse that, oh, Tobit, the book of Tobit is a bunch of, what's it called, witchcraft and shit, because they lighted up that, what's that called, a gal or whatever, just to keep the evil spirits away though. But that's bullshit though, you know what I mean? That's bullshit because, hey, King David, he played his harp though to keep the evil spirits away from Saul. Cause let's get it real quick though. Just not going a little bit off topic, but it's stupid though. It's stupid how these Christians think though. They use that little excuse to be like, oh no, we don't fuck with the Apocrypha. But the Apocrypha is the Bible. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say it's part of the Bible, but it's in the Bible. It's the Bible too. You know what I mean? Because I believe it's I don't know if it's I think it's 19 or 20. Oh no, you know what? It's gonna probably be like 16. Yeah, First Samuel 16 and 23. And it came to pass when the evil spirit from God was upon Saul that David took an harp and played with his hand. So Saul was refreshed and was well, and the evil spirit departed from him. You see, which you call that witchcraft? You know what I mean? Just because it was Tobias. He lighted up that because the angel Raphael told him to light up the burn up. I forgot what it was, a gal or something to do with that matter, and then eventually to keep the evil spirit away though. And they say, oh, that's witchcraft though, to keep an evil spirit away though. Okay, so what about this though? David took an harp and played with his hand, so Saul refreshed and was well, and the evil spirit departed from him though. So you would call that witchcraft though? So now the whole Old Testament is no good? You see, that's the thing about it with these fucking Christians, man. And there's other, they're just stupid, man, because they use anything or an excuse to be like, oh, that's no good because of this though. Which is stupid though, man. You know what I mean? Though? So let's get Jeremiah 28:8. And it says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and evil and pestilence. 9. The prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of prophet came to the pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord hath truly sent him. Exactly. So that's us, though. Even before has been prophesied, against many countries and things of that, though. So we're here, trying to we are prophesying, though. And then when shit hits the fan, though, they're gonna be like, oh, we're them prophets that talked about such and such, though. But it's gonna be too late, though. You know what I mean? That's when they're gonna be like, oh, these prophets were right, though. These guys were right, though. These black Hebrew Israelites were right. You know? So it's nothing new, man. Nothing new. Nothing new under the sun, though. Let me get it. Elastiki's, I had it right here, 1 and 9. The Slakia. The thing that have been, it is which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Exactly, though. So, whatever happened, like they say, history repeats itself, right? Well, guess what? Anything we're prophesying, it's going to happen, though. So, nothing new under the sun, though. You know what I mean, though? Just because it hasn't happened and, you know what I mean? Well, this hasn't happened, that hasn't happened. People start losing faith, though, because they want to see shit actually in their eyes, then within their eyes, you know what I mean? Before their eyes, I mean. People want to see, like, I got to see it to believe it, though. They want to speak upon that shit, that folly shit, though. Yeah, you think the Most High is going to come down just specifically to you and tell you, hey, man, you're an Israelite, believe in me, though? Nah, he uses us, though, as vessels, though, to tell you, though, that you're an Israelite, though. You know what I mean? So it's nothing new under the sun, though. So anything that's gonna happen, though, it's gonna happen, though. It's prophecy. You can't stop prophecy, though, man. You seen that new Mortal Kombat movie? That bad guy tried to stop prophecy, though, but he couldn't, though. Because everything played out the way it played out, though. So we just hope that our name is written in the book, though, man. And that's it, though. I think it's Revelation 3 and 5. Hopefully, our name is written in our book, though, in the book, though, so we could be safe, though. Because all this shit is gonna happen, though, man. It's a transcript, though. I mean, it's a document, though. It's written down for us, though. You know what I mean? Let me get Baruch 4 and 1. This is the book of commandments of God and the law that endured forever. See? And the law that endured forever and never got put away, though. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Yeah, exactly. Either you're doing the works of Yahweh Hashem Shai, or you're dead, though. Going back to Revelation 8 and 11, though. Your bodies be dead in the street, though. But guess what? That's spiritually you being dead, though. You know what I mean? So that's the thing about it, though, man. That's why I was meditating yesterday about, the Northern Kingdom, right? Why they're going through poverty, violence, all this other shit, right, though? Well, guess what? It's because they don't even know they're Israelites, though. That's why they're going through what they're going through, because either you do this work, though, or you get the curses though, man. That's why they're down south over there in South America and all that, Mexico and all that. They're over there suffering because they're not doing they're not doing the work of Yahweh Shem Al Shai though. So therefore, they got the they have the curses, of course, don't help. So they're going through it though, man. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, because it says the law that endures forever though. This law never got put away with, you know. So therefore, you gotta not eat pork, can't commit adultery, can't, you know what I mean, sell drugs though, you know, can't have sex on the Sabbath though. Gotta do the work though. And if you're not doing all this though, then guess what though? You're suffering. You're not living though, you know. So that's what's going on right now in South America, man, because they're not enduring the word of Yahweh Shem Shai though. So that's why they're going through all that shit though and all poverty though. You know what I mean? Until they're waking. You know, there's some brothers actually out there that are waking up though. You know what I mean? Not all brothers over there, but some brothers are actually woken up though. Like they have a brother from Bolivia, which is like by, I believe it's Chile and Argentina. He's a brother. He speaks Spanish though. But guess what though? He's not gonna suffer no more. Like, you know what I mean though? Well, Lord will. You know what I'm saying? That's up to the Most High, of course though. But guess what? Now that he started doing the work of Yahweh Shem Shai, his life is not gonna be as bad as it was before though, man. Living through that, you know what I mean though? Of course, he's probably gonna have to be living in poverty. But guess what, man? The curses, he's actually living though because he's doing the work though. So therefore, you know what I'm saying though? The Most High is dealing with them, because you want the Most High to deal with you though. You could be in a fucked up ass situation though, man. You could be in a fucked up situation though, and the Most High will pull you out of that though. You know what I mean? Car crash, get in a car crash. You know what I mean? You're in a car, and the car is on fire and shit though, and somehow, man, the Most High will put it in you, like, you know what I mean, to like just kick open the door and get the fuck out, run for like 20 feet, and the car explodes. But see, the Most High will put that strength in you, though. You know what I mean? And He'll put something in you in order for you to do that, though. You know what I mean? Because you gotta understand, though. Hey, people die from, you know what I mean, getting a little flu and shit, though, man. People die from like a bee sting, from simple shit, allergy reaction and shit, though. People die like that, man. Something simple like that, but people still perish, though. So you gotta understand, though, man, that if you're not doing this though, then you're not living though. You know what I mean? You're gonna perish in your own sins though. This is the book of Romans 93. For I could wish that myself were accursed from my shiach, from my brother and my kinsman according to flesh though. Yeah, because this is just for us though, man. This is just for us though. So it's written, it's a transcript for us Israelites to do the will of Yahweh Shema Shai though, man. This is something for us though, because it says, "For I could wish that myself were accursed from from my brother, my kinsman, according to flesh though." So that's, you know what I mean, this flesh though, man. What more can I say? This flesh though. So kinsman is something to do with a tribe, a specific nation though. You know what I mean? So this for us. It's pretty much saying it's for us. As Israelites though. So you can't bypass that at all though. This whole Romans 9th chapter tells you though, man. See, because looking for who are Israelites, to whom pertains the adoption, exactly, and the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, exactly, of the service of God and the promises, exactly. So this is just portraying for us though, because it says pertain the adoption though, right? When a kid, gets adopted by parents, they gotta do a lot of paperwork, right? And then they become their legal parents though. You know what I mean? So they could treat that's their kid though. So that means, but in this because like I said though, you could sign off when you adopt a kid though, you could sign off for whatever the kid needs though. You know what I mean? As a legal parent though. So that adoption, and guess what though? We're portraying the adoption of Yahweh Shema Shai because we're His people though. He signs off for us though. As Israelites though. So that's the adoption that we have from the Most High and shit though, because He's our Father though. You know what I mean? He's the one that signs off though, if you know what I mean, if we're the elect or not though. You know what I mean though? Because we're promised the covenant and the laws of the Most High though. Us Israelites, though. You get me, though? Because that's specific right there. That's really, really specific right there. You know, the adoption, you go through paperwork, get you the legal parent and things like that. So, that's your kid. So, if he needs you to sign some paper from school or from a doctor and shit like that, you got the rights, So, that's just the same thing. And I'll get this last precept right here. But the Lord who brought you out of the land of Egypt with great power, a stretched out arm, him shall ye fear, and him shall ye worship, and to him shall ye do sacrifice. 37. And the statutes and the ordinance and the law and the commandments which he wrote for you through his man, ye shall observe to do forevermore, and ye shall not fear other gods. Exactly though. 37. And the statutes and the ordinance and the law and the commandment which he wrote for you, ye shall observe to do forevermore, and ye should not fear other gods though. So this is something that you being an Israelite, you have to do though. You know what I mean? You have to do, because if not, you're gonna be suffering though. So that's why he wrote this for you though. Okay, of course, he used his man though, through his man as a transcript though. He used their man and put it in their heart, and then for them to start writing though. You know what I mean though? So that's what people gotta understand though. They want to see the literal, the Most High, come down and write, and then say, "Here you go," you know. But I think the Book of Revelation, Paul got handed the book. You know what I mean? Paul got handed the book though. This little book. You know what I mean? So let me get it real quick though. Let's see if I could get it. Oh yeah. See, two, and he had in his hand a little book open, and he set his right foot upon the sea and his left earth, and he cried with a wide voice, and when he had cried, seven thunders uttered though. But you see, the little book though is portraying to the Bible. You know what I'm saying though? So with that, hopefully you're edified. Until the next one, I say, Shalom.